Um, Nigerians, come let's talk again. So, like I said in my last video, um, we know what will happen, and it's not like it's new to us. We don't already conceive and within our minds, like this now it could be. But however, like I said in my last video, whatever judgment that is given today is not a rule for the poor only. It is a rule that would guide both the rich and the poor. And so, whatever is it that they do right now, everything will carry us. Nothing like Chere Cambia. And the rule that was created, or the rule that refused to indict and prosecute Bola Ahmed Tinubu 24 years ago, the judgment that refused to pass the correct judgment on him, that was ruled out in technicality by the justices as of that time, look at the repercussion now. And I'm sure that all of those justices as of then, they are not in the bench today, but their children are suffering the inflation rate and the hike in the interest rate and all of those, and then the dollar saga, right? Now, Justice Yang Okolo and the rest of his likes, Okoro, the 7 of them will give that judgment. So their children, and that it go bill, because the precedents your parents have set will come to haunt you and your great-grandchildren. You not get as you won't take be again. And as you don't be now, we don't talk. But that's by the way. And the question is, whatever the case may be, we may move forward, or we should move forward. And the question is, how do we do that? Me, I'm not there for mago talk, and I'm not in the mood to start telling people to go on to the street and protest. I'm basically against it. Right? I'm basically against it. But like I've always said, nothing that this nation is going to do in the next 8 years that will bear fruit. It is a simple fact. It is a simple fact, because collectively you they judge human beings, you they rule human beings. Basically, you're not ruling animals, you're ruling human beings, and you need their consent to do so. And if the majority disagrees with you, but nothing that you do will make sense. Nothing. And so I've made down a list of things that we should expect in the next 8 years. So we're expecting that the Kenyan shilling would appreciate in value against the naira. We're expecting that the rate of kidnapping would increase drastically up to 83%. We're also expecting that there are going to be more loss of jobs, right? And not because there are no jobs, but because the jobs can no longer fend for the needs of the people. We're expecting that there are going to be more corporate crimes. More bankers go get the mind, pull out money, jackpot. Yeah, there's going to be more of that. There's going to be more desperation, so there are going to be more ritual killing. Yeah, there are going to be more out of school dropouts. There's going to be more of those. Yeah, there are going to be more hookup girls, not because they really want to, but because they have to feed. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be more of all of those, And what we've just seen is the fact that we are unable to create a culture where our own children would grow up without knowing what is called internet scamming. So we're going to see a child born, maybe, I'm just going to say maybe 10 years ago, who's 10-year-old and do not know anything, is almost 70% or 75% has 75% possibility of becoming an internet fraudster, because the society doesn't help. Yes, rather than create jobs, we are going to see self-enterprise. And the more self-enterprise that we see is the more we're going to see deregulation of law and order. It's not like having an enterprise is a bad thing, or having an entrepreneurship is a bad thing. But entrepreneurship that are less regulated would never serve the interest of the public. And we're going to see more of it because people are desperate to find their source of livelihood. And as a result of that, we go see tailor, we go collect money to sew cloth, and go sew them. We're going to see hike in competition and low in quality and delivery. All of those, we're going to see loads of them. And that's for the people that really would want to manage the path of peace. But most importantly, we're going to see a high increase for the agitation of self-governance and self-independence of many of these pothole societies, such as the IPOB, ESL, and the likes. We're going to see all of those. And then, one simple fact, the judiciary don't scatter. And that's one of the variables that we had then that we didn't have now. We didn't have a bad, or probably we didn't think the judiciary was this bad as it is now. So what we're going to see is so much disrespect for the judiciary. And nothing we will do it will make sense. So we want to look into all of those. Religion would never save us right now, because religion has actually lowered the tempo for a while. But man is a political animal, and the only thing that we have in common is survival instincts. We all must survive. We all must survive. And this is what I say to people. Stop blaming people right now for the crimes that they commit, because they must survive. Stop blaming people if you see people commit great crimes, because they must survive. My name is Steve, the leader of today's analysis, and God bless Nigeria.